I'm Jammin' Gamer, and this is Daxtopia Survival. Welcome back, guys. That was kind of weird, a little different, but for right now, I'm having trouble getting my video into the actual gameplay. So until I get that figured out, I'm going to do kind of a face intro first, and then we'll get into the gameplay. So if you like it, let me know. If you don't, that's fine. It'll save me time editing. I'll skip it. Um, but either way, some feedback would be appreciated. So for now, it'll be voice intro, then gameplay. Eventually, I'd like to get the face cam kind of up in the corner over here-ish, and then I won't have to worry about it. But until then, welcome back. This episode is called Node Hunter because during this episode, I want to kind of get into Thaumcraft a little more. The next few episodes, really get into Thaumcraft because it's a fun mod, but there's a lot of resources you got to get kind of up front. And I've done a lot already kind of off camera because that's the boring stuff, the research and all that. But now I'm going to get into node hunting so we can get all the different resources we need kind of in one central area. So this should be a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting. Hopefully you like it. If not, well, I tried. But in the meantime, stay tuned.
Welcome back, guys. Like I said, if you enjoy the intro, let me know. If you don't, also let me know. I'll keep it, I'll get rid of it. It's up to you guys. Personally, I like it because it gives you a good, solid intro. If not, well, okay. I'll figure out something better then. So, Node Hunter. Node hunting, is what we're going to be doing because nodes are what you use to charge different wands and staves in Thaumcraft to be able to do different things. Now, right now, my wand is terrible. It maxes out at 50. So I made a staff which, while it isn't a lot better, it has double the capacity because what we need to do are make node jars because nodes kind of float out in the world, but we can collect them with a node in a jar, which is kind of a big glass and wood contraption thing where we basically build a jar around the node. You can then pick it up and bring it back with you, but it takes 70 there we go, 70 of each of these, and with my old one that could only hold 50 didn't work, where this one can hold 125, so I can get one node before I got to recharge. But because of that, I did a little searching off camera, and I wrote down the coordinates just a second so that I would know where to go back to, because I found a couple of really good nodes. And the idea is basically if I bring them back here, I don't have to try to find them later. By flying, like there's a node right here, and you would basically hold the wand up to it. It's full on air right now, so I can't charge, but you'd hold it up and you drain it. Well, as much as I love just flying around aimlessly trying to find these things, I really, really don't enjoy it, which I believe is fairly understandable because it's long and tedious and you only get a little bit from each one, so flying around is just a giant, I'm not going to say waste of time, but it takes a lot of time for very little reward. So let's see, 286, 506, so that's back this way to right here. Ta-da! There's one, which is a good one. It's got 3 in it, and there was another one right next to it. Yep, it's also got 3 in it, and each of them is different. I have really good air, but air's in both of them. So do I want Ignis or Tear? I think I'm gonna do Tear to start with. So goes like this, I believe. I'm pretty sure it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I don't know why I'm counting. I really don't need to count, but. And then slab, 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 slab. One too many slabs. Oh, yes, the right number of slabs, just in the wrong place. Okay, let's. There we go. Slab, slab. Okay, so I wasn't sure about it, so I need to put one more glass block here, I guess, and then a slab, and then hey, it worked! That's awesome. and now we can carry it with us. That is phenomenal, because sometimes, apparently, it doesn't work, it just blows up, and that is exactly the opposite of what we want. So, fly back over to the house, find a place to put it for now. Eventually we can break the jar and actually use it, but I think the best bet for now is going to be to actually just set the jar down, because my plan is there's a whole big altar thing we have to build for part of Thaumcraft, and I want to put that in this room here. So I'm thinking I want to take the jar with the node and just put it right there. And I don't want to click on it because that'll break the glass. But basically, you can't drain it until you break the glass, and you can't move it without building another jar around it if you break the glass. So I'm just not going to break the glass yet. But you'll see it drained basically all of our viz, is what that's called. So I need to go get more. Another reason to do exactly what I'm doing is we can build, or is it, it's artificing, I think? No, it's just thaumaturgy. You can build a wand recharge pedestal. So basically, instead of having to fly around and get all the nodes, you just put the nodes here, put the recharge pedestal near them, throw your wand in there, and you're good to go. So, real quick, you get to watch me fly around to all the different nodes around here and recharge. But because I've gotten all the research, it actually recharges really quick compared to what it normally is. It normally goes down like one at a time, and it's just god-awful slow. But as you see, it takes a lot of viz to recharge. And that's probably one of the biggest nodes I have in the area, and it's just air. And there's 2 of those, which makes it really redundant because I will never need that much air at once. But, you know, I shouldn't complain. Beggars can't be choosers, and there are times in this game I am very much a beggar. This is a really good one, too. I think I'm going to come get this one next, because Ordo, Aqua, and Terra is pretty good. I always call it Terra, I don't know why. And there's 2 of them right here, so I'll probably come get one and take it back with me. And the good news is because there's 2, if I screw up with one, I have a second chance. So when I screw up with one, I have a second chance. Let's see. So I need Perdicio and Ignis, and those are both ironically back by my house. Like right next to each other. So that's good. I don't have to go. The Nether has a couple too it has one Ignis one that's really good that I'll probably grab at some point. But legitimately, I mean, I'm probably gonna do a lot of this off screen as well. Just so you guys can see how it's done, and then you don't have to watch as I have to go recharge and get some and recharge and get some and recharge and get some over and over and over again. Because I get the feeling that would be really just painfully annoying to watch. But I can put you through just this once so you can understand what I have to do off screen for you people. Just kidding, you're not you people. I love you. You're all great. Please don't hate me. And I believe that's enough to get one more. Yeah, that's enough. So I won't bother fully recharging because that'd just be ridiculous. So I'll go get one of these Ordo Air Terra, or no, it's Ordo Aqua Terra nodes, and then I think I might build the infusion altar just so you guys can see. At least I'll start on it, build all the pieces. I might not build it because there's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and it's one of those things that it's a multi-block structure that isn't complete until all the blocks are placed. But then once it's complete, if something goes wrong, it'll basically just blow me to smithereens. Which would probably be really entertaining for you guys, and granted, I can get behind something like that, but I do not want to die again for the umpteenth time. That being said, I'm really glad this worked as advertised, otherwise I was going to be a little frustrated with trying to figure out what I had to do and figuring it out on camera and looking really ridiculous while I did. But that wasn't the case, and it's all working really, really well, and I'm very, very happy with that. Probably grab that one too, honestly. But not right now, because I'm out of viz. That being said, legitimately I can probably just cut, and I'll come back in like, well, for you to be instantaneously, for me to probably be like 20 minutes to let all those nodes recharge. That way, you know, I can just quickly absorb all the viz and recharge, and I'll come right back and we can continue. Also, if you're interested in my Essence Farm of Failure, as you can see, these episodes, I'm recording them pretty much back to back, so I haven't made a lot of progress yet. That being said, oh, good, that went in the once at least, maybe. Oh, no, it didn't plant. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Oh, it did, okay. As you can see, essence, essence, essence. It's good stuff. That should have planted. I don't know why. Color me confused. Okay, well, I guess I gotta figure out what's up with that. Okay, there's 2 there. Or is it just not planting yet? This is confusing. Okay, well, I made some water essence seeds. Just because I found out earth doesn't make clay. So I need the water seeds to combine with earth essence to make clay, so I can make a nice big Tinker's Construct smeltery, so I can start getting into that for you guys and making some really cool weapons and tools. There's one weapon I really want to make because it will let me farm wither skulls, and I call it the Beheader 9000, or Heads Up, or whatever. If you got a better name, post in the comments. My favorite will get picked. But it basically, I can kill a wither skeleton and 120% of the time it will drop a skull. So once we get done with this and it's Tinker's Construct time, then I will show you guys how that works. So I'm going to go ahead and cut, and when I come back we will grab a couple more nodes. Hey guys, so not nearly as charged up as I wanted to be. I was going to get it up to full so we could do 2 back-to-back really quick again, except I found like Mega Node. I've yet to see one with 4 on it that are all base levels. There's some that are like mixed up, they're compound types of Viz, but you don't really get anything out of those. This one, however, is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Oh, I need to put... Oops, and that's gonna, yeah, destroy that. Okay. Oh well. Okay, so I have enough to get 1 jar. I just don't have enough for 2. So I can do this room really quick and then actually charge up the rest of the way and grab 1 more for you guys, and then I figure we'll call it an episode. Because this has been very lucky and very productive, and I'm very excited I got so many good nodes. And I think we have enough. 80, 70, yep, barely, but it's enough. Boom. Whew, didn't drop it either. But I'll show you guys. I mean, I was out here, I went way off the coast, and I got super lucky. There's like 1 right here, and there's a bunch more way out there. Ironically, like, a lot of them seem to have air on them, and I so don't need air. That one's Terran, what am I doing? Yeah, Terran Aqua, which is pretty good. But honestly, the big one that I need is Perdicio, and that one's really hard to find because I'll show you a node, but it's black. See a lot of these nodes kind of shiny and yellow because they have air or fire or terra in them, so they're you know, green, red, yellow, shiny when it's nighttime, so they're super easy to find. It's really great. I love that about some of these. Well, Perdicio, which you need for everything, and Ordo, but Ordo's white, so it tends to show up pretty well. Perdicio is black, which means it looks like this. And this one's kind of purplish because it's also got Terra and Examinus in it. And I can't use Examinus, so it just sits there, goes to waste. And there's only 1 Perdicio left in there, so I can't pull anything out of it. I gotta get to 70, 95 air, 125 Terra, 94 Ignis, 103 Aqua, but 16 Ordo and 18 Perdicio because they're just so hard to find. Whenever I find a node with Ordo on it, I get really excited and I mark down where the coordinates are at because that's what I want to go get. And Perdicio, I've only seen 3 so far, and they're all really tiny nodes, so you don't necessarily get a lot out of them. There's another node I think I saw way over here, but I think it's just an Aqua node. And while I'm not necessarily low on Aqua, I might as well max out, right? Oh, and air, except I guess I could use some. It's not desperately in need of it, but you know, it's always good to be fully charged. But it's one of those situations where I'm very excited to eventually have the charging station, so I don't have to do this ever again. Now I'm full on Aqua. What's this one? This one looks like it has some white to it. Is it Ordo, please? Hey, wow. Okay, I found the next node I'm getting. It's this one. That's 46. That's a big ordo node. That's awesome. Okay, so just cycle right down the coordinates. So is it negative 433, positive 1404, and 67. Sweet. Okay. So it's looking like I got a long ways to go until I can get more nodes, but I've come across a few, and I keep writing down the numbers. And what is this over here? Is it saltpeter? I think it's saltpeter. It is saltpeter. Meh. Not very useful. You notice probably some really strange-looking biomes. That's because we're running a Biomes of Plenty mod. So basically, it's got a lot more dried dirt. What is this? Limestone. Got a bunch more different types of materials. A lot of them are just basically different types of filler. But every so often, you get something that's really cool that you can use. But I mean, there's all different kinds of flowers and grasses and stuff, and those are actually useful within the mods. But this is all pretty much just filler. I mean, dried dirt doesn't get much more of a filler than that, right? Ooh, another node, really bright one. Looks like air, which is unfortunate. It's all air. 139. It's a big air node, which is cool. But I have 2 more of those right next to my house, so it's a useless air node. Like most of the other air nodes I've found, unfortunately, tend to be a little useless. I'm going to keep flying around. If I miss one, if you guys see a node and I fly by it and it looks dark, please comment. Because I desperately need Perdicio nodes, and I can't find any. And, then there's these flowers. You see them down in the water. It looks like, oh, a node! Except it's not. And then I thought, I did see one there. Cool. Yay, I'm not totally blind. This one looks like aqua and air. So, nope, not useful. Unfortunately. And I'm flying way out to heck and gone, way past where everybody else set up their houses for, civilization purposes. But, hey, if it gets me the stuff that I need, I will fly for an hour in the wrong direction and hate that I have to fly back. Oh, this is a magical, magic wood. This is a magic biome. Tend to be pretty small, but they have, like, silverwood trees in them, which are super valuable for, Thaumcraft. Okay, so it looks like I've flown way farther than I intended to. Is this a birch or silverwood? That looks like bad birch. Dang it. Okay, so yeah, I've flown well beyond where I plan on flying. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna cut and turn back, make my way back over there. Oh, except it's a good node, except it's not a good node. It's a good node because it's got Panis and Mortis in it, which is cool. But it's not a good node because that's all it has in it, and I need a bunch of other stuff along with the Panis and Mortis to make it worthwhile. So I can probably fly over and get it at another point, but for now I really don't need it at all. Ah, here's another one over here though, which might have some fun stuff in it. These things, there we go. There's a node and they'll have a chest. Wow, it's already been looted. How did somebody get out here? And it's an air node. It's a black air node. That is so frustrating. Okay, well, obviously other people have done a lot more flying around and looting of things than I have. I kind of just stayed back at my base and built that up. I don't regret it. I like having a fairly self-sufficient base where I can get all the resources I need and the materials I need in one spot and really not have to go venturing out looking for cool items, being able to stay at home and make them myself. I do enjoy that, but it is frustrating to come out like, I'm going to go exploring, and everybody's already gotten everything. I don't know what magnesium is good for, but actually I can check. That's magnesium. So we go magnesium. And it looks like magnesium usage. I can make fun bombs. Or magnesium igniter. I don't know what that does, but fertilizer. Yeah, gold dust. You can combine, was it medasium, with freaking anything and get gold dust out of it. It's pretty hilarious. Ingots, crucible furnace. Okay, so what can I make out of the ingots then? Can we combine with something else to make something awesome? Survey says, nope. Not even a little bit. Selling your upgrade. I'm not going to use those. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, yeah, I can break it back down into its dust component. That makes sense. Okay, well, I don't know what the igniter does. It's probably fancy flint and steel, which could be cool. I might make one of those just out of curiosity. Now the fun part, trying to find my way back. So, let's... Oh, wrong map. That's all for the galaxy for Galacticraft. Okay, so it looks like I need to go this way. Theoretically. Because the red dots up at the top are where I've died. And so theoretically, I've died closer to home than I am right now, given that I've never really flown out this far. That being said, I am way out here. I think I already looked at this one, but I'll look again out of curiosity. Survey says air. Yeah, I definitely already looked at that one and was thoroughly disappointed by it. Okay, so except I don't know if I'm headed the right direction or not. Well, I don't know what the coordinates for my house are, so nothing else. I'll have somebody pop over to my place and figure out what those coordinates are. But in the meantime, I guess I'll keep looking for nodes. Because, heck, if I'm lost, I'm lost. So, I'm going to go ahead and cut here and bring it back once I make it back to the house. Well, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Turns out I was actually much closer than I had anticipated, which is fine. Because if I'd have been lost for a long time, that would have been super awkward for me. Funny for you guys, which I'm okay with. Okay, so put that there. So, ordo, air, fire, water, water, earth, earth, air. Cool. So a good mix there. We really need a Perditio one, though, quite badly. Granted, there's one right here. It's so close I don't really want to pick it up and move it right now. But I also found one more really, really fantastic node on the way back that I plan on showing you. So I'm going to quickly get enough ordo to be able to grab it, and then I will fly back over to it. It wasn't that far away, actually. And grab it and bring it back, and then I'll call it an episode. So, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope I'm not boring you to tears. If I am, well, sorry. Wasn't on purpose. Oh, man, it's going to be close. Is that enough? Oh, it's enough. Sweet. Okay. So, the irony is, we were really quite close to home. I just had a really meandering path out of the middle of nowhere, and the beeline path didn't really match up, so that's why the map was updating all funny. So we're going to head back over this way. Coordinates were negative 66, just need to start heading this way. Negative 66 and 1078. So, well, negative 67. There we go. I missed all kinds of turnaround. Yep, straight down. Okay. If you look at the map, we were just a little bit further south of here when I said I was lost, but turns out not lost. Not even remotely lost, just stupid. But hey, it would be an episode of Daxtopia Survival without some facepalms, now would it? I will say, ironically, the hardest part of starting over was getting flight back. Because to have flight, it's basically the morph mod, so you have to kill something that can fly. And when you have to kill something that can fly, and you can't fly, it is embarrassingly difficult to do. Also, I don't know if I have enough glass. Oh, it's going to be 9, 18. I don't think I have enough. Oh, man. It's just embarrassing. Okay, well, let's try. So, place it down. There we go. The lag is strong with this one. Yep, nope, I'm not gonna have enough. Okay. So, I'm just gonna cut, and we're gonna call this an episode, and I'll take care of this by myself, because it's embarrassing, and I just want to get it over with. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, post comments. I'd love to hear your opinions, how I can make this better, worse, whatever. See you guys in the next episode.